Folks, welcome back. Jim Crow Joe's lead in Arizona has dropped below 13,000 votes. The narrowing is concerning for certain news agencies out there that prematurely, and some say irresponsibly, called Arizona with just 14% of the vote in on election night. For more on this, we're joined by Congressman Andy Biggs. He represents Arizona's 5th Congressional District, chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. Good to see you, sir. What are you hearing out there about the count, number one? Number two, are the ballots breaking in sufficient number for the president to put him over the top in Arizona? And number three, why is the count taking so long?
Okay, so reality is we're seeing ballots being reported from all over the state. Most of the smaller counties, rural counties, have already finished. Some of the others are going to finish today. I talked with some county recorders who are doing the count. And for instance, in southeast Arizona, that count will be finished today. We anticipate the president's going to pick up maybe 1,000 votes in that county. Pima County, which is the second largest county in the state, they're I don't know if they'll finish today, but they're going to come close. We're hoping the president picks up 800 to 1,000 votes there. And then you move to Maricopa County, which has the largest tranche of about 20,000 votes here. And those typically have been breaking for him anywhere from 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, depending on the part of the county that they come from. So that would be good. Actually, my congressional district still has the most in Maricopa County that have not been counted yet. And those are going to be coming late earlies or day ofs. And we think those are going to break pretty high for the president. Is there enough runway for him to land the plane? Yeah, there is, because you also have about 40,000 provisional ballots. We don't know how many of those are going to be countable. In other words, that some of them are provisional because people aren't registered to vote and they just came out and voted, and they can't do that in Arizona. But if you get half of those in there, then the president, we think that he'll take a good 60%, because those are all also day of. And you saw, and Chris, you were right, day of, Arizona voters broke heavily for President Trump. And so, yeah, it's an uphill battle yet, but there is an opportunity, and I think, and I'm praying, and I believe that he's going to do it.
The Arizona Senate president has called for an independent analysis of the voting data out there in Arizona. What concerns do you have about the vote in Arizona?
So there's a couple of things that we need to really look at. Number one is you have what we call the green ballot issue, and that's where people's votes were actually canceled because a poll worker mistakenly had them do certain aspects. I'm told that there are about 9,900 of those in Maricopa County. Now, the problem with that is not all of those are going to be Trump voters. Some of those don't have anything to do with the president. But you know what? They actually provide perhaps impetus to recount by hand all these votes in Maricopa County. And that would be good, because the second concern we have is we use the same Dominion software that you saw in Michigan and Georgia, where there were problems with that software. And we want to make sure that that worked properly. And then of course you get to the normal, basically were people's ballots canceled. So you have a series of issues to look at very carefully, and we'd really like to get those resolved.
Now, if we are cursed to get Obama's third term with Beijing Biden, that's a big if. I'm not willing to concede that at this point. But if we do, I've got to ask you as a member of Congress, is there enough evidence out there as far as you're concerned with the Hunter Biden laptop, with the Bobulinski testimony and his documentation, with that video that came from the dissidents in communist China? Is there enough evidence for Congress at least to start looking into a Biden-China collusion connection?
Yeah. For me, the reality is, yes, there's plenty of evidence. There's plenty of evidence there. And the problem, of course, Chris, is that we're dealing with, we'll be in the minority. We'll have and Nadler and Schiff and Pelosi, they won't want to investigate this. We're going to have to rely on the Senate. The Senate should be investigating this. There already is enough evidence to investigate Joe Biden and also his cronies. And I think we should be doing that. That's really part of this whole thing.
Well, Congressman, let the word go forth. If you want to continue to keep this into the news cycle, let the Republican caucus come here to Newsmax TV. We promise we won't be cutting you off like some news agencies have been doing to the president and his press secretary. Sir, appreciate your time here on the Chris Salcedo Show. Coming up,
Newsmax TV is now America's fastest growing cable news channel. We give you the real news you need. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Newsmax TV streams live on YouTube for free. Newsmax TV, real news for real people.